Welcome back to Campfire Tales, where the fire sputters low and the night weaves stories that chill your bones. I'm your host, drawing you close to the campfire to unravel tales that slither in the dark. Tonight, we dive into the eerie tale of the whispering shadows, a ghost story murmured in shadowed corners for centuries. You've heard its whispers in the dead of night. Why do shadows seem to speak? Let's face the terror together. Settle in, but don't trust the dark. In a tangled New England forest, where moonlight barely pierced gnarled oaks, Jenny, a botanist, cataloged rare mosses, her notebook filled with sketches and dreams of discovery. Locals warned of the whispering shadows, dark forms that slunk through the trees, their voices luring wanderers deeper into the forest, never to be heard from again. Jenny, a skeptic with a scientist's heart, dismissed the tales as folklore, her passion for the forest's secrets outweighing warnings. One foggy dusk, as the air thickened with damp moss and a sour tang like rotting leaves, she heard it, a faint murmur, Jenny slithering from the dark. Her pulse quickened, curiosity battling unease, but she stepped deeper, drawn to the unseen call. The whispers grew, weaving through the branches like a chilling breeze, shadows stretching into shapes with no source, their edges jagged as claws. Jenny's flashlight flickered, its beam swallowed by a creeping fog that clung like damp silk. The murmurs became voices, hissing, "Jenny, come here," the air icing her skin. She glimpsed a shadow, tall, eyeless, its form rippling like spilled ink, its presence heavy with malice. Her heart pounded, and she ran, boots sinking into muddy earth, the whispers chasing her, their hiss venomous. "Stay with us." The forest warped, paths dissolving, fog coiling like a serpent. She ducked under low branches, their tips grazing her scalp, her breath ragged as the shadows flickered closer, their void-like eyes glinting in the mist. Each time she paused, lungs burning, the whispers surged. "Stay," the shadow's forms pulsing, clawing at the air. A thorn tore her sleeve, blood beating on her arm, and she stumbled into a clearing, hoping for escape, only to find the shadows waiting, their murmurs a low growl. "Join us." Jenny sprinted again, the forest a maze of twisted roots and suffocating fog, the whispers now a deafening roar. A root snagged her boot, sending her sprawling, pain-searing her wrist and ankle. She clawed at the dirt, pushing herself back up, ready to run. But as Jenny looked around, she started to realize she was impossibly lost. Jenny could hear the whispers still coming towards her. In that moment, all hope of escape was ripped from her. As she sank to the ground, broken and defeated, the shadows encircled her, their eyes like black voids, their murmurs choking. "Join us!" Jenny's scream dissolved into the fog, the forest falling silent as a crypt, only to stir again with distant owl hoots. Searchers found only her notebook, its pages torn, scattered among gnarled roots, as if the woods had claimed her. The whispering shadows still murmur, luring wanderers into the dark. That's the eerie tale of the whispering shadows, rooted in New England folklore. Born in tales of haunted woods where lost souls linger, it warns of shadows that whisper, stealing the curious into oblivion. In German folklore, a chilling tale haunts. The Schattenwesen's call tells of Karl, a woodcutter in the Black Forest, hauling logs at twilight. The sun sank, casting long shadows that stretched unnaturally, the air thick with pine sap and a rancid decay, like earth disturbed after centuries. A low whisper hissed from the pines, "Karl, help me," soft as leaves brushing bark but piercing, tugging at his mind. Karl, weary from his labor but stirred by the voice that knew his name, paused, his axe heavy, his lantern casting a frail glow. The forest felt alive, its silence too deep, and a chill crept up his spine, yet curiosity pulled him deeper, his boots crunching on frost-kissed needles, the whispers urging him into the gloom. The murmurs grew, weaving through the trees like a venomous wind, shadows shifting into shapes with no source, their edges jagged, claw-like, hungry. Karl's lantern flickered, its flame twisting as if strangled, the beam swallowed by a creeping fog that clung to his skin like icy fingers. The whisper sharpened, hissing, "Karl, follow me," the air freezing his breath. The forest bending, pines tilting as if bowing to a hidden force. His heart thudded, doubt gnawing. Had he misheard the wind? But the voice swelled, a chorus now. "Karl, you found me," and he glimpsed a Schattenwesen, gaunt, eyeless, its form a rippling mass of darkness, towering over the underbrush, its presence a weight of malice. Panic surged, and Karl ran, his axe clattering to the ground, the whisper chasing, its hiss venomous. "Stay with me." The forest warped, paths dissolving into fog, roots snaking like traps across his way. Karl's breath came in ragged gasps, the fog thickening, coiling like a serpent, the Schattenwesen's shadow gliding closer, its void-like eyes glinting in the mist. He ducked under branches, their tips raking his scalp, drawing thin beads of blood that stung in the cold. Each pause to catch his breath brought the murmur louder. "Stay," its tone a deafening growl. "You belong here." A thorn bush tore his sleeve, the pain sharp, and he stumbled into a glade, heart pounding, hoping for escape, only to find more shadows waiting, their forms pulsing, clawing at the air. Karl sprinted again, the forest a labyrinth of twisted trunks, the whispers a suffocating roar. His foot caught a root, sending him sprawling, pain flaring in his leg as the ground seemed to quake beneath him. He clawed to his feet, but the Schattenwesen loomed, its eyes black voids, its form coiling like smoke, whispers choking, "Stay." Karl's cries faded into the mist, the forest falling silent until wolves howled. Searchers found only Karl's axe and his jacket, tangled in brambles, as if the black forest had swallowed him whole. The shadows still whisper, calling wanderers to follow them into oblivion. Why do these tales endure? It's the dread of shadows that speak, promising secrets but delivering doom. From New England's haunted woods to Germany's black forest, shadows snare the unwary. Next time you hear a whisper in the dark, don't listen. That's all for tonight's Campfire Tales. If these stories made you fear the dark, share them in the comments, or tell us a ghostly tale from your hometown. Next time, we'll unravel the Crying Stone, a legend that'll make you dread the silence. Until then, keep the fire burning and avoid the shadows.